They'll do anything during South by if there's a sponsorship behind it, right? Never?
We've been turned down 3 or 4 times, but we've never played. We're from Austin. Yeah. They don't let Austin bands play.
I'm so old, I remember when they did.
Yeah.
You always we're doing the Sunday Headhunters thing sometimes. I think were you in that?
We would always do that, but we never played a sanctioned South by gig. You know, it wasn't sanctioned or blessed.
That's a good thing.
By the powers that be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good thing. We actually this last time we played, I played in a band called Dragon Blood Sex Machine, which you know that, and we played there, and the band that was supposed to play before us didn't show up, and so they just had us going early, and so we did a sound check, but we were like, oh, I think people kind of like it. Let's just go ahead and play early, man. And so, we played early, and then this record label, 11-7 Music, they saw us, and they liked it, I guess, and so we've been talking to them, recording some songs for them, and so hopefully something will work out with them. But who knows?
As long as you can keep your drummer in town long enough.
Oh God, I know, man. A big shout out to Mark Perez from the Baseline Bums. I had to see which camera was on, right? And they're doing great, man. They're on a tour right now, and he's, favorite drummer I've ever played with, and probably way more talented musician than me, or so you can play everything well, and he's actually played every single spot in the Baseline Bums. Like he started as a drummer, moved to the bass, and now he's a singer and plays rhythm guitar. So he's a talented cat, but just never in town, man.
That's not a bad thing. I don't think so. That's awesome, man. Mark's a great guy. So
he's an awesome guy.
I love the new band. I think that a lot of times I get to see you play. I just want to give some props to Adam Brewer. He put you on a lot of bills.
Oh man, Brewer. Oh yeah. Let's spend many late night with that cat, dude.
He used to do a show here when I did my show.
I heard. Did you say I would building the runway?
Yes. I would be like having a band, and I'd be like, "What's that down there?" Pop, pop. He's building a runway. Runway? What does he need a runway for? For the strippers. I'm like, oh, Adam, I love you, man.
That is so Adam. Like what he did, man. I will say is, man, cat did a really good thing today. He got this some chick he never met before, got her rent page,
Yeah,
so I thought that was really cool. Plus, dude, he's one of my really good friends, man, and he's just, in fact, the Heart of Texas Rock Fest, like South by, is like I guess I'd say I'm anti-South by, like by now, dude, because and it's like with Rockfest, it's the only thing that's it's free to the public, and it actually books local talent, stuff like that. And South by, man, it's just they became what they sort of despised in the beginning, And so it's like, but yeah, I mean, more power to him, dude. Like, I mean, I hope that he just keeps fighting the good fight, because without cats like that, I don't know where the hell any of us would play during South by. You know what I mean? During that at 7th and Netches, and I think they're trying to take that from him.
Exactly, and he's had his hand in Bat Fest, so that's coming up.
Bat Fest and all that
stuff. But the whole thing is they're trying to have gigs that are free outside on a parking lot, not have alcohol. Let me think what that might be.
What is that? Is that fucking Blues on the Green?
Yeah, no, it's not on a parking lot.
I've never been to Blues on the Green, man.
Oh man, yeah.
But no, dude, that is, yeah, man. And now, yeah, that's so, it just sucks, dude, that somebody would do that and but I mean, whatever. Like Adam's, I'm sure I'll get a call from him after this, and he's like, you didn't mention blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my God, dude.
You didn't mention blah blah blah. I love you, man.
I love you. He was at, dude. He was at. I gotta tell this story, bro. I'm sorry. He was at we were at it was my birthday party and my bachelor party the same night. He showed up. He's all my close friends. We're all hanging out there, and my buddy Gabe. He said he goes Brewer, he never met Brewer before, the way he talks real intense and stuff. And I don't know if you ever seen Major League, where he's like, the coach is like, "God, jack it up a little bit," like Lou is the guy's name. And so like Gabe said that, and Brewer's like, "Don't make fun of the way I talk, bro." No. And he's like, "I wasn't, dude." I felt bad for him. I was like, "You guys, it's cool, man."
He is one of the keys to this music scene, man, for sure.
Absolutely, dude. He's my boy.
And so One Eyed Doll coming to town. Yeah. I think he's helping putting this together with you guys on the bill.
Yeah, I don't know what time we're playing, but it's at Dirty Dog, September 13th. Yeah. And then, but I mean, Kimberly, she's a great friend of mine, man, longtime friend, and I mean, they've been on tour for years. It seems like, man, you know? And so it's like they never come back there. And so I'm really looking forward just to seeing her in junior, man, and, you know, and stuff like that. But I mean, that girl, dude, I mean, she's a monster, bro. Like, she will, I mean, God, she's bound to make it, you know, at some
For real.
point,
She's
dude.
cracking the
I will
whip,
drop
man.
her name every chance I get to people.
Let's drop.
She's my friend, dude.
Yeah, man. She probably drops your name. I know she's a big fan.
Whatever, maybe. Only in Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, I know she is. Right on. But let's drop another name real quick, Gilby Clarke. You've had a lot of amazing things go on for your career, man. And Gilby Clarke from Guns N' Roses, what, produced the Streetlight album?
The second album, the Red album, we went out there to LA, which we were like, well, I thought I was a lot better than I really was, because when I got out there, I was like, oh man, shit, this is good. We're going pro, you know? And it was like, and so, oh man, he made me do stuff over and over again. And like, some days I wouldn't get anything down. It was so frustrating, but it really, to me, man, it was so cool, because I was like, okay, you know, I want to be better, especially at singing and stuff. So, you know, push myself and stuff like that. But I mean, that guy it was so intimidating, because we didn't want to show that we were intimidated, you know? And we were, of course, I love Guns N' Roses, bro. You know, it's one of my favorite bands. And like, well, so we get there, and the first thing you see, it's at his house. He's got like this recording studio and stuff. And the first thing you see is you walk in, and he's got all these, you know, platinum albums from Guns N' Roses, and you're like, fuck, dude, you know, I'm just trying to put out, I just want to sell 500 copies, you know, like, I just want people to find out my show. And like, so, but it was awesome, man. He'd tell us stories, you know, about the stuff, and there was things that because he played dobro on Cowboy, which is the first track on that album. He played dobro on that. He did backup vocals on a couple things. I think he made it some bass stuff on one, but I mean, the guy was like, it was cool too, because he was, and what I will say about that dude, man, is like, that guy he came to work, we'd show up at noon, you know, and work till like 10, 11, you know, and his energy would never fade or falter or anything like that. He was, I mean, always there to work, you know, sober as a judge, you know, and stuff like that. And he was cool, man. And he'd be like, what do you guys want to do tonight? And he'd be like, I don't know, we're going to go out or something. And he'd look up what was going on, and he'd just call ahead of the club and like drop his name, you know, and be like, I got these guys coming. We felt like the shit, bro. I mean, we were, you know, but it was so badass. We just showed to the club and be like, oh, we're with Gilby? And oh yeah, you guys should see come on in. And be like, oh, that's awesome, dude. And so we saw Steel Panther, and which I don't know if anybody's ever seen. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but they're awesome, man. This one guy, I'll say it, it's just funny. I didn't say it originally, but this dude's like, Steel Panther's ridiculous. You know, like the bass player's like doing his hair and his vanity while he's playing. You know, it totally takes like the whole Motley Crue thing and blows it up. But he looks at this dude in the crowd, and he goes, hey man, is that your chick right there? And the guy's like, yeah, dude. And he goes, give her a kiss. And he's like, all right, dude. And he gives her a kiss. And the guy goes, now you know what my dick tastes like, bro. And I just fucking lost it, man. I was like, I can't believe he just said that to that dude.
Beautiful.
Does he know him? I was like, but it was awesome, man. It was so cool. We went to Viper Room, and that was real cool. And Gilby got a cool dog. Chopper is his name. He's a little pug dog looking thing. I don't know. But he's got like stacks and stacks of guitars. And I mean, he's just crazy, man. It was so cool, dude. It was a great experience, man.
That's great. And I have a bunch of Wiley's art in my house. He's a painter. He does bleach tees. You haven't done that in a while, I don't think, right?
I've been so
busy with the painting.
The murals and the painting and stuff. And so I'll show my pants. Someday, I'm hoping to market these bad boys. Every bit of my articles of clothing have some sort of paint on them.
Absolutely. But, murals around town, murals in other states, paintings, all sorts of promo stuff for your artwork, your songwriting talents, and you know, several bands. This guitar case you did drunk as shit. Did you say? What was it?
Just a little buzz, but I had to. I was nervous, but yeah, I mean, like if my one I'm probably most proud of is the one at Manchac and Lamar. If you take Manchac heading north and then you run into Lamar, it's like right there by the Tidal Max, and it's huge. It's like 25 by like 35 feet, and it's like it's got a lowrider red car, and like it looks like an ice cream chick, which, dude, I threw in DBSM, Dragon Blood Sex Machine, so it's in the mural, and nobody knew nobody just went, I mean, they didn't overlooked it, you know, and they were like, and one kid was like, what's DBSM? I was like, oh, it's Dragon Blood Sex Machine, bro. That's my band, dude. Like, so, but yeah, man. But that's the one I'm most proud of, and I hopefully I'm gonna do. I don't want to jinx it, but I'll be doing one for this woman at the W Hotel. She lives on the 33rd floor, and she wants an inner condo. And I've never even been to the W Hotel, and I went there to talk to her, and I was like, oh my God, it reminded me of Beetlejuice. You know, when they leave and they come back and they don't recognize their house because it's so modern? That's exactly what the W Hotel looked like to me. And I was like, it just smells rich in here, bro.
Well, damn, brother, I wish we had all night, but I want you to do a couple more tunes, so I'm going to cut this here. Is there anything you want to say to all your adoring fans and Austin on the interwebs?
Be nice to each other, and that's about it, you know. And if you see me out, buy me a beer or something like that. But other than that, though, that's about it. Just be cool, you know. Awesome. Nobody likes to hang out with a jerk.
Well, it works for me.
Isn't that only you, dude? I'm sure everybody would say you're the biggest jerk ever.
Oh, I'm the ass, man. Well, thank you guys for watching Uplate, Austin. I think.